Welcome to News and What We Choose with Danielle and Dami.
Grab a drink or a seat.
That's fine. Grab a drink of your choice.
Grab a drink of your choice, grab a seat, get the news, and come hang with us.
Cheers.
Cheers. That's funny. So funny because I was like telling myself, it's a seat. It's a seat. Grab a seat.
With your drink of choice.
But with your drink. Yeah.
What are you drinking?
I'm drinking tart cherry juice for the girlies who have been reading about it being a sleepy aid. Thank me later. It really does kind of work. So,
I think it's more of it once you're in your sleep, it gives you that deep sleep.
yes. Yeah.
It doesn't knock you out. It's not like you're gonna drink tart
Oh.
cherry juice and all of a sudden pass out. Like, no.
I have the best sleep when I do this combo of magnesium and tart cherry juice. Like my score is usually off the charts. So I'm obsessed.
Yeah, 2 nights ago I got like an hour and a half of deep sleep and then like an hour and a half of REM, the band. No, like REM sleep, and I was like, whoa, that's a lot.
Yeah. Don't you miss the days when we were like sleeping in till 2? I don't know
I
if you
just,
remember that,
even
but
back then, I feel like I thought, I
it
was like,
was
God, I
gross.
just wasted the day.
I know. What are you drinking?
I'm drinking Ahayo.
What is a Hayo?
Okay, so it's an adaptogen drink. This one is the blackberry lemon. They
Mhm.
call it a social tonic. There's like 4 or 5 different flavors, but I really
Mhm.
like the blackberry one. This one has the normal juices, like if it's blackberry lemonade, blackberry, lemon, um, vegetable juice, ashwagandha,
I love
passion flower, green tea, L-theanine, that keeps you calm, ginger, lion's mane mushroom,
it. Ooh.
just kind of basically like chills you.
You know what? Actually, I was going to ask you, have you heard of Azuki? This is like right on topic for us. Azuki.
How do you spell that?
Booki. So it's a European kind of like all the rage right now, where it has like all of your vitamins. It's basically what we're doing with the like stacked waters that I talked about.
Yeah.
Collagen, electrolytes, creatine, all the essentials within like one little thing. And I guess it's a
Oh,
brand, but
yeah. Speaking of collagen, I have my vegan collagen right here.
nice. Yeah. Anyway, so I guess today at work we were talking about ways to like I'm trying to like bring people in and let people know about an event that we're hosting in a training. And normally I would do cookies or something, but because everyone is so healthy, Zookies are like all the rage. And so I guess they like brought some a couple weeks ago and the like team was like they went crazy. So we're buying them some and being like, "Hey, come to our event, blah blah blah, featured by this person." So anyways, I just learned a new term and I was like, oh, "Okay."
Where do you buy them?
I don't know, but I'm looking at this Shop All Zuki products, supplements and stuff.
They're
Zuki.
just those like liquid things that you put in your
Yeah.
mouth, right?
hmm I
I don't think they're vegan, are they? No,
um
it has a fish on
I've
it.
seen other ones that are. There's a really cool like juice kind of smoothie place, but like extra crunchy granola in San Francisco. I forget what it was called, but they have like an array of basically these, like with your collagen or your, and it was, I mean, they had like everything. So I assume there's gotta be
There
a,
has to be. I mean, if I have vegan collagen here, I'm sure they have it.
like if I could live in like a perfect little um privileged bubble,
Where you can spend like $500 on supplements and powders and liquids and stuff. Hell yeah.
I would be like going to yoga and Pilates every day and then like grabbing a green juice next door and then grabbing my groceries at like not quite like a Whole Foods, but like your local Whole Foods basically.
What I loved was New Seasons. I loved a New Seasons.
Amazing. Anyways.
Well, since we last cheersed, I have been pretty busy. More so with just like very kid focused stuff. Last week I went Took them on a hike. I have to shout out Murphy's Naturals brand from Costco. You can buy a pack of three, but the tick and mosquito spray
Oh,
work like a charm.
nice.
I sprayed it not only on, it's DEET free, it's good for pets too. So I sprayed it not only on me and the boys, but also on the dogs. Dog, he was there, in spirit. Um, Took them on a hike, had no problem.
No.
And I even waited like a bit because you don't want to get too cocky about thinking like, no, there's no ticks, and all of a sudden you find one.
Yeah, totally.
Been a week. We're good.
Good.
Um, did that, and then last night was actually a really cool field trip. It was the last field trip of the year, and took Forrest to his observatory field trip, but it didn't start till 8. And so we had to drive there. It took like 45 minutes to get there. Went to the observatory there for 2 hours, looked through all the telescopes, really cool, super, super cool. Saw supernova, galaxies, all the things.
Oh, yeah.
Um, Boys loved it, and they also just loved being out till like 10 o'clock at night. But we didn't get home till like 11.
Oh my God.
I mean, Wyatt fell asleep and I carried him into bed, but Forrest just sabbed out. But it was super fun. And then this week marked a momentous milestone for Forrest because he fully submerged his head underwater,
Oh, yay,
like
Forrest.
about half a dozen times. And that was huge because that was like the one thing he really just did not like to do is he would put his face in it, but he would never wanted to submerge. He did it
Hmm.
so many times. I got him a Neato little squishy thingy.
Yeah, I know
And
this one.
then I also took him to Wacky Tacky today for a play date with his friend that he met last week at the
Hmm.
park day. So I got to have some mom time. And then the
Hoot.
boys had a hoot at Wacky Tacky, which is like ball pits, the tunnels, the shoot the foam balls at each other. They loved it. They were there for like 3 hours and then Forrest like didn't want to leave. I was like, we're all leaving. Um, but overall, very kid focused week. But I do have to say something, and I'm not encouraging this vocabulary, but
Uh,
we were watching a movie, but it was like on Disney Plus, and I just use like the regular old
yeah.
one where it has some commercials.
Hmm.
We got a commercial for one of the political people, and on one of their campaign videos has a flash of like Trump, and Wyatt goes, ugly guy. And that's like and I keep telling him, I was like, you can't say that to people. It's not nice. But then I'm like, how am I supposed to say like, but to that guy, it's okay.
Yeah.
And I don't know what this next other thing they call it. They always go, you're a chongo. No, you're a chongo. I'm like, I don't know what this is.
Oh, my boys are saying stupid a lot. I think I've
Mm.
mentioned this before. And they actually said Trump is stupid. I guess they told this to Charlie, and he was like, what? How do you, who do, how do you-"
Okay.
and they were like, the president, he's stupid.
It's like, oh, are they listening in? Are they reading the news?
I think because my mom watches the news with them, so maybe something happened. I don't know,
Oh,
but it was pretty funny. I'm blaming it on my mom. Sorry, mom.
I mean, Wyatt
Not
called
the
him
word stupid. I think that is on me and Charlie for sure, but
well,
like the Trump thing, I'm gonna say.
Wyatt called Trump an ugly guy. Your kids called him stupid. I mean, from the mouths of
No.
babes,
Yeah, they
as they
know.
say, they're intuitive. What have you been
Oh.
up to?
Well, since last time, I had a solo kid day, so we split the boys. On Sunday, Charlie went with William and took him to go see his grandma. And they had like a day, and then I got Lucas, and so we kind of had like a choose your own adventure type thing. I gave him the options, but I was kind of gearing him towards I started with like a list of like three or four things, and then we narrowed it down to two, and then I was like, this way. So he went to Tilden Park, which is in between Berkeley and Oakland, I think like another city. And there's a steam train. There's actually two steam trains, really
Incl Open or
beautiful
enclosed?
in the woods. A little bit of both. They're really small. So by that I mean, okay, so the main steam train that like takes very minimal amount of money. I think it's like $2 a ticket or something like that. It has like open, like a lot of open little carts that fit like two people. And then like some carts that have like four. But for kids, I think you could three on a bench would be fine, or like, Anyways, and then they have like more enclosed ones
Yeah.
towards the back. So we've done both. This time I wanted to do like the open just to see because you go through the forest and it's beautiful. And then right
Cool.
below that is like donation based and it's a club, I believe. So it's like people who really, really love building these trains and they're more like it's kind of like a bench style. Like you sit on it and straddle it almost like you're on a horse. But I mean like bench as in like width of like what you're sitting on, and that's how like wide the train is, but it's really cute too. And so I just sent them Venmo, like, $5, $8, something like that for the ride. Um, Before we went, it wasn't quite open, and we went to they have like a garden there, and it's so beautiful. There's so many flowers and bridges and little waterfalls. It's a perfect little hike, for kiddos too.
How far
And
is it away from you guys?
Um, total, I think it's like 15, 20 minutes, between 15
Oh,
and 20 minutes to drive and get there. And then between like the two places, because it's all within like this big park, it's like a 5-minute drive. There's a golf range there. There's a carousel too. I haven't seen the carousel yet. And there's also a little farm area where there's like a petting zoo. We've done that another day. If I had brought lunch, I feel like we would have spent the whole day in Tilton, but we needed to go like we were so hungry. So we were like, okay, bye.
that's kind of weird that
And
they don't have like a snack or area or something.
they probably maybe they do, but not in the train area. It's like you can tell like all the parents are like packing lunches and there's like
Mm.
picnic. And then we went and we got lunch and went to go get dumplings. So it was just a really sweet day with Lucas.
Did you miss your
So
other one?
yes, but I was really appreciative of like just the easiness of having one kid. You're like, "Pff, we can do whatever you want. Like this is a breeze. This
Yeah.
is super easy. And then what else? Our water heater broke this week. That was hilarious slash not.
I was about to
Just
say it's such a funny
crazy.
thing.
Yeah, it was like flooding, not flooding, but like the floorboards were like soaked. So we don't have hot water, so that's really fun. And then so basically any extra time that I had since I didn't really go, like I went to the office maybe twice this week. So I was like really, really home. I spent gardening and like painting these like big stock tanks for like our plants and just kind of being a mini little artiste and trying to bake a strawberry cake for tomorrow's cake party. So I'm in like full like mom
You're very
mode.
artsy because
Yeah, artsy. Hmm.
I would say the kind of cake you're doing is very artsy too. So I think like you're very in that zone of artsy creator.
Yeah, I am. There's something in the air. I was like even thinking, I was like, I should paint a mural on my wall. So I'm not gonna start that yet. That's next.
Ambitious.
Yeah, not now.
Well, that sounds fun. And speaking of planting, Forrest planted some giant pumpkin seeds because I heard there's a tip and a trick for like when to plant things when if you want certain things by a certain time. If
Mhm.
you plant pumpkin seeds in May, you're supposed to get pumpkins in October.
Oh yeah, nice.
So he planted giant pumpkin seeds, like 10 outside, and then he popped one in this planter, like right over here. And this
Mhm.
thing is like one of the plants are like this long already.
Yeah, good.
They go fast. So if you are interested in having pumpkins by Halloween, I would highly recommend popping some seeds in the dirt and see what happens.
I have a little row of pumpkins going. I maybe started a month and a half ago. And I had like the seeds from our last year's pumpkin. I just took out the seeds, saved them, dry them, and then you wrap them in like a paper towel or like an envelope, and you can plant them, and you never have to buy seeds again.
What, like the goo? Like you just clean the goo off, right?
Yeah, you can put them in like a strainer, rinse them off. You can do like different, like work it in sections, where you kind of like let them dry, rinse them off again, let them dry to like really
That's
get them
so cool.
clean. But honestly, the goop doesn't matter anyways. Once they dry, it kind of like gets,
This, yeah.
yeah. And then throw them in an envelope. Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what it is. I found an envelope. I was cleaning out one of those. I don't have a junk drawer. I have a junk bin.
Yeah.
Like anything just like it got thrown in it. So I went through it and I forgot that when I moved from Paso,
hmm
like now almost actually over 2 years ago, um, the one of the women that I sold a bunch of like baby stuff to from Marketplace, she's a huge gardener and she gave me fairy tale pumpkin seeds and giant orange pumpkin seeds.
Oh, that's gonna be so fun. Maybe so this
Yeah.
is gonna be a giant pumpkin.
It's allegedly supposed to be one of the big orange ones.
Oh, that's gonna be
For
fun.
for how well they're coming out, they're also a couple of them are sprouting out front. For how well they're doing, I'm kind of tempted to pop some of the fairy tale ones because those are my favorite. The ones that look like the
Good. Yeah.
bluish green, like not traditional.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. I love those ones. Do you
Mhm.
know how to, so you can propagate them by putting them in like a damp paper towel and then put it in a plastic little bag,
Yeah.
starts to sprout, and then put it in the seed starter, like the little buckets of kind of pockets of dirt, that you would normally see.
So the only issue is, speaking of crunchy, I don't use paper towels, nor do I use plastic bags in my house. I use silicone bags and I use reusable paper towels that you wash. I'm
You
like, can I still do it? Or can I do it in toilet paper?
It might kind of disintegrate a little bit, but you know what you could do is next time you're like at maybe like a restaurant, you
Oh,
can
like a
grab like
napkin.
a napkin, and then do you have plastic like cling wrap?
Nope, I
No,
don't use plastic in my food.
at all.
I literally,
Um,
my containers even are glass. I'm
you know
that
what
crunchy.
might work is like if you probably like a little glass bottle. Have you ever seen that guy? I'll send it to you. He's this guy who like, you see this? All you need is like a old blueberry. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No,
Dang it. So we did. But he's so funny. And then he's like, he'll throw it. He's like, but he'll grow
no,
things from seeds. But you probably could get like if you had like a seed starter, like the little, do you ever buy plants? Like they come in like a little plastic kind of like thing. You
no,
could
but I was actually gonna go to Home Depot tomorrow, so maybe I'll just,
Oh yeah, get the seed starters. You don't necessarily need to like do that thing, but you could probably get like a glass like this and tip it over and put it onto like a thin one or a small one and put it over, and you're just trying to build condensation so the soil stays warm and it basically like makes your seeds
and
pop
that will
out.
cover science lesson for forests. So I will do that. Actually, I'll do that because I have a bunch of those, the Bomb Maman uh, jelly jars that are like this short, and they have
Oh
like
yeah.
the red and white checkered. I can just use those jars, and because I'm gonna do that.
And you know what? I'm sorry that I said like little seeds, the seed starters come are like plastic. They're also ones that are compostable and not
Yeah,
plastic.
I
So
know there's
whatever,
ones that are
whatever
like something fiber.
Readable.
Yeah, they're like something fiber, cork fiber or something. I've seen those ones.
Yeah. You just want them hot, like
Yeah, you
little.
saying plastic isn't like offensive to me. I just am that crunchy. Like I just don't. I try to like. I'm very aware of microplastics.
Ah.
Anyway,
I love it. Okay, I'm sorry we spent so much time there, but it was fun.
well, I guess we're gonna be uh
Whipping through.
getting chatty with microplastics,
Planting seeds.
seed planting, propagation.
Oh, we're wild.
Well, why don't you take it away to what the fuck Trump
Okay.
news?
I have one. This one isn't like specifically Trump, but the administration as a whole. So they've been deleting our government data. There was 5 things that they've deleted, and these could definitely like could see the impact. So this data is like often how the government decides what to do next. Of course, right? Like we use data to make sound decisions. So when you delete data, No sound decisions. Not that that matters anyways, because they completely ignored data. So for decades, the federal agencies have gathered this data on everything from climate risk to the rising cost of childcare. It is information funded by taxes and that belongs to the American people. But over the past year, the Trump administration has been altering and removing decades worth of data sets as part of a sweeping campaign targeting so-called woke programs, racial equity, gender ideology, and climate extremism. This censorship has affected not just data sets, but also a wide swath of federal resources,
Oh, you're going to
tools, and
say wife swap.
a wife swap. Um, so perhaps the most concerning, the agency staff that made it all possible. Experts warn that Trump's destruction of the country's data infrastructure will have lasting impacts on all aspects of life. So let's see. We have number one, being 1 in 3 Americans lives near hazardous chemicals. So now it's harder to tell if you're one of them. That's fun. Two, babies born in the US have a higher chance of dying than almost all other income countries. We're stop tracking this. Hunger is rampant in the US, but the government is no longer asking people about it, whether or not they're hungry.
Our
Um,
government hates us, guys,
yeah, more
in
than
case
half.
you didn't already know.
Yeah, I mean, it's not love.
It's
And if it's not love, we don't
disguise.
want it, okay? Um, More than half of trans youth have been considered suicidal, but any mention of trans people has been deleted from a critical survey. The cost of U.S. climate, this last one, disasters, has climbed to nearly um, 2 billion a year. The government is no longer recording them.
Oh, that's just great.
Yeah. Not having this data in particular for the next 4 years could lead to higher home insurance bills. Oh, fun. Yeah. So, no good news there. Just kind of shock and awe that we're allowing this.
That
And
that
yeah, and something also to just as a marker for the future once we are hopefully one day past this nightmare that we need to bring these back.
yeah.
Um,
Well, speaking of corruption, um, so it's official, guys. The IRS is barred forever from auditing Trump, his sons, and any of his companies. Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche, Trump's former personal defense lawyer, signed the one-page addendum on Tuesday. The order shields Trump and his family from any IRS examinations of returns filed before May 18th. Many elected officials are calling this unprecedented corruption because it is. This is insanity. This is actual insanity because it is considered a federal crime under 26 U.S. Code 7217. It is unlawful for executive branch officials to interfere in IRS audits or investigations, which includes terminating them.
yeah.
So this is wild. And what's crazy is this is happening. He basically is now like everything is like exempt, all this, ignore that. But then you have mom and pop owing thousands of dollars, and if they don't, they'll go to jail.
Yeah, it's
But
corruption.
but but this guy can get away with that.
Yeah, 1000%.
That's crazy. And it's just crazy to me that people are literally just like I don't understand how people are just letting this happen. I really don't.
I don't know either.
Well,
So to piggyback on that of what just like happened this week,
mhm,
real quickly, we'd be remiss if we didn't mention the slush fund. So if you remember, we had, I think, briefly talked about this that Trump and his two older sons, I didn't realize that part, and the Trump organization filed a 10 billion suit against the IRS. So they did this over the leak of his tax returns,
that's
but they
right.
agreed to drop the suit in exchange for the establishment of the fund. So those who believe they have been harmed by the government can apply for the money. So this is, I believe it's 1.7 billion slush fund for Jan Sixers.
But not
Uh,
the normal people who are actually affected, like have not done anything wrong.
yeah. So this really did not sit well, obvious for obvious reasons. Within just I've heard this all over everywhere, the news, the internet, and rightfully so. This is complete corruption. I mean, when you have a president who is one saying he doesn't care about the rising cost of living for the American people,
No, he doesn't not care. He just doesn't think
we're
about it.
seeing policies and data being completely wiped that are here to support people, the everyday people, and then you get this as like such a slap in the face. And then add in that he's has is trying to support being on Wegovy and like just the most random idiotic shit. We're literally living in Idiocracy, the movie. Like it's
Have you heard
nuts.
the conspiracies? No, we're not in conspiracy corner yet, but have you heard the conspiracy that everyone's like, we have to be in a simulation. We have to be in a
Oh,
simulation.
yeah. Yeah, I've heard that. Uh-huh. A lot. Yes, it feels like it. It
The
feels,
more the days go by, I'm like, you know what? Maybe.
what will it take to actually break you?
It's testing a
It,
lot of people.
yeah.
Um, well, speaking of a lot of people, in what we choose, I have a burn-in question that I've been meaning to ask and I keep forgetting, and I had to put it on here because left, right, center, under rocks, everywhere,
Hmm.
everyone is playing Mahjong. MahJong, MahJong. I remember playing this on the computer when I was a kid all the time, and now all of a sudden everyone is getting the fancy mats, the
Yeah.
viral sets, all these things. When did Mahjong, and I'm totally butchering that, when did it
You
get so
are.
damn popular?
I'm like, how do I spell it? And we're gonna say this right. No, we are not gonna say that.
Mahjong, Mahjong. That's it. Mahjong. I keep going Mahjong.
Uh, you're what?
Mahjong.
Mahjong.
Yes. But like what
MahJong.
it
Mahjong.
feels like it's literally been the last month all of a sudden. It's like when pickleball became like fucking everyone was talking about it.
Well, I mean, there is a massive, fun, amazing, beautiful culture,
Yeah.
like just emerging here. I feel like,
You're
I
gonna tell
don't
me now that you're like, yeah, I have 17 sets. I play it every Sunday. What are you
know.
talking about?
I wish that I did. No,
Me
I
too.
actually just recently was like, I want to play this, and I was in my car, and I was like, oh, okay, let's play around with this. And I was like, oh, this is easy enough. At least the version that I got, I don't know,
Why don't we? I'll order the Walmart viral. It's gonna be sold out. I'll order a set and we'll play it when you come visit and we'll try to
Ah,
teach each other and we'll see if we can get into Mahjong.
okay, I love it. The other one I've always wanted to play is Loteria. I've never played that before.
Oh,
That
is
looks
that
like
the Spanish thing?
yeah. So maybe I'll buy that. I'll bring that and we'll have like a little game night
Hell
and when
yeah.
we come over in July. And so we'll put the boys to bed.
Yes, we're talking in July because this is for
Yeah.
adults. Don't you guys know it takes like months to get plans going? Like if I want to see her in person in anywhere between now and December, we got to make plans now.
Guys, yeah. If anyone else wants to see me, get in line, okay?
Yeah, I'm literally she has me booked for a visit in August. We don't even have it locked in, but it's gonna happen in August
No, we're
sometime.
doing July now.
No, I know, but where I come to you, me and the
Oh.
boys. You're like, well, if you're seeing me in July,
We're
then it's
doing
gonna have to
July.
be November. All right, I'll see you in November then.
Hilarious.
Well, anyway, so that's I'm looking forward to that. And then
Got
also I've seen this now a few times since I saw this 3 days ago initially, and it's actually kind of getting kind of creepy. So, high recommendation of deleting any posts that you have in high def of you making a peace sign.
I
Because
don't think
apparently
any of my pictures with me making a peace sign are in high def.
that's the thing. They're like, okay, you don't need to freak out about like the ones that are not in high resolution, but if you have a high resolution photos online of you doing a peace sign where you have your fingerprints facing the camera, AI can now steal fingerprints and use them.
Let's see.
So,
The last,
cybersecurity experts are warning that modern AI tools can now sharpen blurry finger details from photos and potentially recreate your fingerprint data. Ah,
This one isn't high def at all.
I
It's
don't
real.
know. I mean, it says here it could actually sharpen blurry photos. I don't know enough to steal your fingerprint. Identical to like the lines, but
Would you have to steal my phone to use my fingerprint?
oh, you mean like you still use a thumbprint? I just use my face.
Oh, no, I mean, that's true. I'm like, what are you going to do with my fingerprint, though?
I don't know. Well,
It's just crazy. This one's
anyway,
really blurry.
yeah.
Anyways,
Just be mindful of any pictures that has your fingerprints facing the camera.
I don't normally do that anymore. And for the
Yeah,
record,
that's so telling.
2019. Okay. And
Oh
I
yeah.
should have put that finger down. Okay. Put it down.
By then, oh my God. Wow, your age is showing.
Mm,
Um, another thing that I saw,
millennial.
hey, did you ever watch Nashville?
No. Mm-mm.
Did you ever watch any of the Bring It On movies?
Yes.
So, did you ever watch the horrible sequel with Hayden Panettiere?
I think so. Yeah,
So
maybe.
bad. Well, Hayden Panettiere, I don't know if you knew about her story of like how she had extreme bad postpartum depression with her child, and they didn't bond, and she
Oh,
became dependent on alcohol. Her husband actually is raising the child 100%, and she only gets FaceTime like visitations
whoa, no, what?
because the kid also lives overseas with the father.
Um,
So she
no.
wrote a book talking about all this, but a couple of excerpts was there was this crazy story. That alone, I think we can dedicate some time to talk about maybe in our book. Maybe that's after Verity. I'll read the Hayden Panettiere's memoir because it
Ah,
it does talk about like her real bad bout of postpartum, but she was also kind of a child actor if you think about it. She was in that Heather Locklear movie, I want to say. Oh no, that was Hilary Duff. She was in the one with John Corbett. Crobit.
started very young, so that's fair. Yeah.
She did. So, but there is apparently a crazy story in her book about how she was trafficked on a yacht by a celebrity and forced into one of the cabins with a naked, very well-known celebrity. People are connecting the dots, and it's either Lindsay Lohan, uh, her confidant at the time, pushing her into a cabin where Heath Ledger was in bed, allegedly, or it was Diana Jenkins who was in Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Oh.
So she was like having these really young 17-year-old girls on the yacht with high, like well-known celebrities, and like they're basically getting forced into the rooms.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna include links because there is a Reddit rabbit hole for you awaiting, but we're not gonna cover like the whole tawdry details, but I'm
Yeah.
definitely interested in reading this book.
Man. Yeah, she was a child actor, just so you
Yeah.
know. She was doing soap opera acting.
Mm,
Oh, that's really sad.
so sad. Um, and there is a conspiracy corner slash not really conspiracy. If you click the second bullet point, the mask
Oh, I
wearer on Fox News, what the fuck is that? What the hell is that? Like,
They're saying it was a shadow.
no. Did you click the picture?
Yeah.
His neck is talking like the Harry Potter hat. That is
Mhm.
not a shadow. That is a mask.
It's just a shadow.
Okay, sure. Sure, sure. Okay,
Like,
now
oh, oh my
it
God.
literally looks like either his neck is slashed, he has the Harry Potter mask telling him what his house is,
But it's
or
weird because like, okay, so mask guy on Fox News is weird. But like look at his like real photo and his mask photo. I'm like, that's a hell of a shadow if it is, but what?
uh-huh.
Also, the comments on here are killing me. Oh.
We'll include the links so you can take a nice little dive in there. But there's also this other one. The look, click the first bullet point. So, have you ever had a dream that you were stuck in a bathroom purgatory?
Um,
Because I had.
you know what? This is so weird. Oh my God.
And thousands of people are like freaking out, like, wait a second.
Yes, like the stalls like this. Oh
Yes.
my God. Wait, I've talked about this. Like I remember waking not even that long ago. I've had a couple
Yeah.
like this where ew, that makes me feel extra creepy.
Okay,
Where like
so
I was like, I don't even remember specifically what, but yes, where there's no walls.
okay,
Oh.
so what we're talking about, if you're not, well,
Oh.
we don't have it on screen, but what we're talking about is this one person goes, so is it just me, or have any of you had a dream where you're basically in a bathroom, like it could be anywhere.
The stalls are short. Yes, that
The
too.
stalls are short, or there's no doors, or they're overflowing, and there's stuff spilling out of the toilets. You can't find a toilet that's clean where you can go pee. Apparently, every single person has had the same fucking dream. Isn't this fucking
I don't
weird?
remember them being dirty, but maybe I just remember how weird it was to see like no stuff, like no just toilets and being, yeah, maybe I was stuck in there. Man, I don't know now.
I couldn't find my way out.
Creepy.
Yeah, and I remember being like trying to find one where I could ha that had a door, and then none of them had a door. All the comments are nuts out because they're just like, I seriously have goosebumps. I thought this was just a my dream instance, not, and everyone has the same dream thing. And
God.
everyone's like, what does this mean? And it's like, yeah, I wake up disgusted and super annoyed that I can't find find a bathroom. Sometimes my husband will be in my dream and he gets irritated that I'm freaking out. Spooky part is, what if the other people we see in these dreams are really each other and we're actively in another dimension having the exact same experience?
Ooh, we are
What?
in. Okay, this is a conspiracy theory I can get behind because I'm a part of this one. This is creepy. Ugh.
So creepy. Anyway, drop a comment down below. Have you had the bathroom stall dream too?
That is a good one. Good job, Danielle.
I want you to tell me about this good news we're sipping because I just see the word and I'm like, aw.
It is so cute. Please click on the link.
Okay.
Meet Splash, the country's first search and rescue recovery otter who can find missing people underwater. Isn't he so cute? This otter can hold his breath underwater for 5 minutes. It has unique odor tracking skills. It's the good news we all needed. He's a good boy.
Oh,
Splash is
such
a
a good
2-year-old
boy.
Asian small-clawed otter who has been trained to assist in underwater search and recovery
Otter
missions.
water.
Otter water. Dang it. That
Otter
was like,
water.
all right, we're fired. Let's go home.
Pack it up, guys. Pack it up. Bye. Um,
Oh,
that is
cute.
adorable. I love otters.
Yeah, me too.
That's actually my that was my therapy trigger thing, that if I had a trigger, I thought of baby otters and it would
Oh,
snap my brain into thinking of otters instead.
a great one to have because yeah, there's like nothing cuter than little
Wonder,
baby otters.
wonder with their little paws and do this on their belly.
Yeah. Yeah, so saw this and thought we needed this in our lives. That's
Yeah.
it. Let's move on in to what we watched.
So I'm just like, no, speaking of animals,
Yes.
have you heard of a slam pig? And no, it's not an animal. So in Bravo Corner, I watched Real Housewives of Rhode Island, and there was a battle royale with Kelsey and shit, I'm totally drawing a blank. Starts with an R. Rosie? Rosie. Yeah. Well, they got into back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, screaming at each other. And she's like, you're nothing but a slam pig. And everyone on the internet is losing their shit. And then people that are from Rhode Island be like, oh, yeah, that's just like any other given day. You call someone a slam pig. So basically, what a slam pig is you don't actually want to date the person, you just use them to fuck.
Oh,
You're not attracted to them, you just use them. And I'm like, oh, okay, that tracks, I guess.
you're not attracted to them. You just use them for so you'd have sex with someone you're not attracted to?
They're a walking vagina. Some dudes are gross.
Gross.
So gross. And that's degrading to the woman. It's like if you are accepting that as your fate, like, ew.
Mm-mm. Gross. Ugh. Well, glad I
Uh,
that word.
Learn something new every day because I didn't know what that was. And I was like, what is that? And then the Summer House season finale happened this week, and we got a bid adieu to all the Summer House hooligan action. It was a nice transition though, because it went into the new show in the city, which follows like Lindsay, Kyle, Amanda, and then a couple of like people that you saw in the Summer House years ago. They're in it. The show is really good. I really like In the City. I think their premiere episode was really good. But the Summer House reunion's officially next week. So
Oh,
all the haps, all the
yeah.
drama,
Mm-hmm.
that's all starting next week. So if you're not watching and you just want to hear about the drama, I'd highly recommend tuning in next week for the reunion because it's going to be a three-parter. Part one is next week. Southern Hospitality is superb. Not really much to say. I mean, Emmy needs to go. I said this before and I'm going to say it again. It's official. Like, and there's so many people online talking about it. It's like Emmy, it needs to go. She is bringing it down. She's awful. But anyway, I finished my Veronica Mars rewatch.
Oh yeah. Love
It's
it.
just, it's
Mm-hmm.
just so good. I hate how it ends at the end. It's heartbreaking. But God, this show was good. They knew what they were doing. It was d divine. Um, I also rewatched Off Campus because I couldn't, just leave it at a one watcher.
Watch.
I
Dang.
had to watch it again and did not stop there. I watched reaction videos of people watching it too.
God.
I have to shout out the Tired Witches podcast because they are book talk kind of episodes and stuff, but they basically talk about any books and they talk about books turned into shows or movies. So they did like a whole watch reaction watch thing. And then what I liked about it is they talked about what changed from the book for the show.
Mhm.
So I kind of like that. I like that they like if you didn't read it, you still know, okay, in the book they did da. That changed here in the show. So I love that. Really good. Yeah, I just can't get enough. It's so fucking good. It's so good. Anyway, if you haven't watched it yet, what are you doing? And also, just to let you know, the lead guy, I didn't notice this, but a lot of people were pointing it out, like, and they did the research. He has like a scar on his abs, and it's because he donated his kidney when he was younger.
Aw.
He wasn't a match to a childhood friend who needed a kidney, but he was so determined to donate a kidney to someone in need that he donated his kidney when he was like younger.
It's a big deal. Yeah.
So he's a good guy, guys. He's not just like this asshole
Neck
that just,
guy?
huh?
The neck guy?
No, that's Dean. This is
Okay.
Belmont, the lead guy, Garrett Graham.
I see. Okay.
Look up Garrett Graham
I have their
off
name.
campus. He's the lead guy. What's his real name? Meow, meow, meow.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
He's the brunette with the curlier hair.
Oh, okay.
And he's 28, so it's not creepy to say that he's hot.
Okay.
There's so many of those videos going around that's like when you're like watching it and you're all of a sudden you're like,
How old are you?
before I say anything, how old is this guy? Okay.
Oh, such a fun age to be, yes.
Where you're like, you're not as old as like you could be, but you're also not as young as you once were.
Like where that funny saying goes for like, watch out, I'll date your dad. Like, or I'll date you. Like
Yeah. Hell yeah. But yeah, definitely watch Off Campus if you guys haven't already. Jump on that train. It's a fun train. Let me tell you. Um, Also did a whole, this is a very big, you gotta separate the artist from the art because I did a Woody Allen movie fest and I love Woody Allen movies and it sucks that he is who he is and he's such a creeper. He married his adopted daughter and he was in the Epstein files, so obvious he's creep.
Yep.
He creates such great movies that I've always loved. Like I own so many of them. So I watched Midnight in Paris, Vicky Christina Barcelona, Match Point. They're so good, and I hate that a creepy guy made them.
Is
So
there any,
bummer.
I've seen those, but now like looking back, knowing how creepy he is there any creepy elements in there that you're like
The
aware
only
of?
Okay, the only one that's really creepy is the one with Larry David. Um, the one with Larry David that has Evan Rachel Wood playing like a girl he meets and lets her move in, and then they have like a weird friendship, and there's like one part, spoiler alert, where they do sleep together. That's the one that I think is the creepy part because it does show like a super old guy and a super young girl because she's supposed to be like 19.
Okay. Yeah.
That's the only one. That's a whatever it takes or whatever works. Whatever works. I'm trying to think. I think off the top of my head, I think that's the only one that has like real creep. And the only thing is that with Match Point, what sucks is I completely forgot there's no vindication at the end. And if you haven't watched Match Point, it has Scarlett Johansson and Jonathan Rhys Meyers.
I tried to rewatch that one and it wasn't, maybe I should.
It's not riveting. It's a Woody Allen movie, so it kind of moves like slow, but it's the end. He murders her and then he gets away with it.
Ew.
And so at the end, you don't get that vindication and feeling. You or like he could just like gets to live his life.
Yeah.
So I just totally forgot that's how it ended. And I was like, fuck. Maybe this is why I don't rewatch this one as often. I also watched Rumor Has It. That one's amazing. That's one that's like Shirley MacLaine is in it, and she plays the real life Mrs. Robinson, and Kevin Costner plays the guy from The Graduate, Justin Hoffman's character, because like the whole backstory. This is such a good movie, such a good storyline because it's never really been done. I think at that point when this came out, but it's supposed to show like there's this Pasadena family, and there was always rumors that their graduate was based on a real family.
Oh.
And then Jennifer Aniston is like, wait, was it based on my family? Oh my God, it's so good. It has like Mark Ruffalo. It has obviously Jennifer Aniston, like I just said, Mila so something. She was in Loser. She was in American Beauty too. Um, Super good. Great rewatch. Girl Next Door, superb. Love that movie so much. Love that movie. Legally Blonde 1 and 2. Those were good to watch with the boys. Like the boys were really like they had adult elements that like little kids wouldn't understand.
Mhm.
But it was fun to watch those ones again. I also watched and went down the most insane rabbit hole of the Mackenzie Shirilla documentaries. She's the one, the Crash documentary just came out on Netflix and everyone's talking about it. She's the girl that ran a car straight into a brick wall and killed her boyfriend and the guy in the car.
Yeah, gotcha. Uh-huh.
So I watched The Crash. My coworker was like, "You need to watch the Mean Girl Murders episode with her in it because it's a completely different like take." So
Hmm.
then I also watched the Mean Girl Murders season 2, episode 7. Then Rabbit Hole. Then I watched the Killer Cases episode, season 4, episode 12. And let me tell you, her parents are the biggest enablers I've ever seen in my life. Like, oh my God, her dad in the Crash documentary during the interviews, he wore a shirt that literally said boom and had an explosion picture on it.
Oh, okay.
You're
Interesting.
gonna that's what you're gonna wear when you're trying
Yeah.
to convince the audience that your daughter didn't crash the car and kill 2 people.
Yikes.
So the whole thing is like she's guilty. That's my opinion. She's guilty. She was found guilty. But the sad thing is like you already know there are people online. Free Mackenzie, free Kenzie. She was wrongfully like arrested. It wasn't her. She didn't do it. She did it, guys. She had no
Hmm.
remorse. So when she got out, she survived. When she got out of the hospital, less than a month after, she went to a concert in a wheelchair. in a little skimpy, like rave outfit.
Of course.
Then 3 months after the accident, again, killing two of her boyfriend of 4 years, whom she lived with. She's 17, and she moved in with her boyfriend at the age 20. She went as a corpse for Halloween 3 months after the accident.
Oh,
Poor choice of a costume.
there's some poor choices here.
And she's
Sad
like
too.
smiling in all of her pictures, like no thoughts, like, oh, well, old news, moving on with my life already. Like this, are you serious?
Mm.
So they had a whole trial, because they did a whole test where you have a recording box in your car that's like basically an essence a black box in your car that records like accidents and stuff like that. Um, it recorded that she didn't hit the brake one time and she had full acceleration 100% for the entirety going straight into the wall. She didn't try to press the brake, nothing.
Oh, fun. Can't wait to watch that one.
It is insane. But yeah, I'll put all of the show, episode number, season number. I'll put all of that in the description because highly recommend if you fall down the rabbit hole too, you're going to want to see all the angles because in the killer cases one, the mom and the daughter have a secret language. They speak gibberish to each other. And she asks her mom, "Can you just lie and say that I had a seizure?" And she goes, "Yeah, we can."
Whoa.
Like,
Yikes. Okay, so the whole family is.
oh, and it's to this day, they're like, she needs to get out. She should be freed. She needs to get released. Like, this is crazy. She never did anything wrong. So you're basically telling someone who killed two people that they never did anything wrong over and over and over again. They're not going to feel any remorse or any accountability for their actions because their parents are saying you did nothing wrong.
Yeah, absolutely. Oof. Yeah.
Like you need to hold your kids accountable. But anyway, going into two things that we watched together. I don't know if you're caught up fully. Did you watch Your Friends and Neighbors Up to Date?
I am partially. So we started the newest episode today, but I didn't get to finish. I had to go run and grab stuff for the cake.
Okay. I think next week we're gonna have different episodes. So we I'll just say my piece. I think that the
Okay.
ending so far, it's really good. It is insane. And I can't even imagine having that phone call. But wow.
Okay.
It
Can't wait.
it's they
I'll
ended
let
it
you.
with like a
All right.
whew,
Okay.
whew. Margo's Got Money Troubles. Did you finish?
Yeah. Loved it. Did you cry?
No, but I was so gleeful when that judge came out and he's like, why are you wasting my fucking time? Kind of attitude. I was like, uh-oh, this
Yes.
is uh-oh.
Love. Mhm.
I thought he did great because like in the end she won.
Yeah.
And all she had
Hmm.
to do was basically like 2 weekends a month share custody with the dad because he like
Yeah.
he made an active effort even though it was really kind of like to stick it to her.
Yeah.
But I get that, but it's like she won. She won full custody.
Hmm. Amazing. Yeah, I loved it. I know. I figured you would too.
Yeah. Oh no, I love that. And also I love that it is going to get a second season. It was officially announced, I
Oh,
think, like a month
fun.
ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because her story's not over, apparently. So that's what people were saying is like, well, technically, if it ends like at a certain part, because people weren't sure how they were going to end the show,
Mhm.
if it was going to be exactly like the book, like how they ended the book. So they said if it doesn't end at this point, then there's enough for another season. Or if it ends at this point, then it's probably not enough for a season, or it's going to be like they'll then come up with their own new story.
Yeah. Okay.
Um, what did you think about, did we talk about the scene in the bathtub?
Oh, no, we
That,
didn't. Yeah, that was rough. And also, I was like, he could have killed her. And I feel like they didn't like I feel like specifically that moment they didn't really unpack as much as I felt like they should have, like with him, like, no, no, no. You like nearly drowned her. You
And
were on her.
obviously he was out, but like still how
Yeah.
he fell back on her, like that's a lot of weight. Like she can't just like do that. And she tried. But if her
Mhm.
friend wasn't there, she would have died.
Mhm.
She would have gotten drowned by her father by trying to rescue him.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
didn't
God.
even think
And
crazy.
when the CPS got called, oh my God, that the
Oh
ending
yeah.
when you find out that who called the CPS and we all
Oh.
thought it was the dad or the freaking the baby's dad and it was the
Mhm.
stepdad.
Yeah. I feel like they're gonna that maybe like is more, right? More to come in
Yeah.
the season. So that's good. Um it's like I wasn't surprised, but I kind of was because I was thinking like, man, if it's not the dad, there was like a quick moment I was thinking the roommate maybe. Like I was thinking maybe
Oh,
that was like where the betrayal was gonna be, but yeah, that was heavy watching the dad go through that. And especially like they build that character up so much where you really, really love him. And then
yeah.
that happened, and you're like you still feel bad for him, but you're like, yeah, I get it. You gotta go.
I think anybody would do the same. Like you can't, I wouldn't even let anybody move in with my kids. I'm protect them too much. But yeah, that if there's that stuff happening around my child, you gotta go.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
1,000%.
Yeah. What else did you watch?
So I am on Euphoria season 3, episode 3, where Nate and Cassie's wedding. So that's about the marker that I'm in. I did you feel bad for what's the other best friend's name? When she's
Jules
like
or
when the
Maddie?
mom, Maddie, when the mother of the groom is like, your son brings home a girl. And you're like, not the right girl, basically. And then like you could tell like she took it
No,
really
and
rough.
Cassie
And
looked over at her.
yeah, it was
That was fucked up.
that whole scene. I was like, ugh, that's
She should not have even like if that were to happen in a real wedding, that person should be like dead eyes, like on
yeah.
anything else.
Not looking at them, not gonna look
Do
at
not look
you.
over there until the next person does a speech talks, and then you can finally look over. But the fact that she immediately looked over, like she's talking about me, and
Yeah,
she's like, but she's also talking about you.
that's it. Ugh.
Icky.
Yeah, very icky. I love that character though. I love Maddie. I think
Oh my God, I love Maddie.
mhm, gorgeous. And also just like there was some moment where she's like, I forget if someone's like, well, why don't you do OnlyFans? And she's like, because I'm not like just like I'm not a hoe or something like that. Just so funny. Yeah, love it. So anyways, we'll watch like a little bit here and there. It'll take me a while to get through it, but
I
we're gonna
still
yeah.
haven't done it. And apparently on the fodder online is like there's only 2 episodes left. What's going on? Like we still have no idea what's going on.
Oh God.
Literally,
So
people are like, okay, there's 2 episodes left, and it's allegedly the finale. Like
what
it's
are you gonna do?
over. It's like, what are you gonna do? And everyone's like, of course, theorizing. Like, if you listen to Rue narrating, she's talking about it in past tense. So maybe she's dead and she's talking about like what happened. And then I'm like,
And
I don't think Sam Levinson is that smart.
yeah, that was the other thing is like watching oh God, what's her name? What's Cassie's real name? Sorry.
Oh, Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah. I'm like, this is such a perfect role for her because she's I just don't think she's like that great of an actress. It's kind of
Did
hard to watch her. And there's like
did you ever
moments where
watch
you're
The
like,
Housemaid?
no, I haven't. Did you?
Yeah, I talked about it.
Yeah.
Um,
Did you, is she better in that or no? No.
she's the narrator.
Oh my God. Yeah, she's
The
really
whole time you have to hear her no marbles, and then when we did that, and then I swear I walked upstairs and I put the key in the door. That's literally she's narrating the whole movie.
oh my God. Yeah. I can see that. Mm-hmm. A little
Whoever
rough.
thought whoever thought to do that?
Yep, yep. Anyways, what else did I watch? Something bad is something very bad is going to happen.
Yeah. No, I'm
Yeah.
glad I reminded you because I was like, what did she think about it?
Neil reminded me, and I was like, "Oh my God, I totally forgot." I put it on, and I was like, "Oh, this is like so gory," and I was like, "I don't know if I want to watch it," and but I've been going through it, and I'm like, "Ah, good old death." So that's like the
Did
part where
you,
I'm at.
did
I didn't
you,
finish it yet.
I know, but did you get to the scene with the cabin and the bed?
Um, yes, I think that's why it was so hard to watch. I was
Oh, I
like,
had to
"Ooh."
skip it. I was like, I had two of those. I don't need to see that from the outside looking in. Bye. Like, and I just had to skip, 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 skip until the baby was out.
Mhm. Yeah, that was rough.
I couldn't.
I was like, I don't know if I want to watch this, but I got through it.
So
There's some
just let
moments
you
too that
know,
are
I was
there's
just say,
more.
just let you know, that is probably the worst that you're gonna see.
Okay, that's good.
Okay. What were you gonna
Um,
say? Sorry.
there's some moments too where I'm like, do I like this? And there's moments where I'm like, I love it. And it's kind of like all over the place emotionally for me.
Oh yeah.
Like where is this going? And is this gonna make sense? And but I do love like a death character, like as a um like death comes in and
So you
that
like
kind
the Final Destination movies?
is it a person?
No, it's
No, no,
literally
no.
death.
I like when they make a character death, like a person
Oh, I was like, no,
death.
it's the Grim Reaper.
Yeah, like that. Like I like that, whether it be like comedy or not, or like this kind of noir, whatever this genre is.
Are you gonna finish it?
I am, I am. I'm this far along. I might as well.
And if
I know.
I don't hear about it in the next 2 months, I'll remind you.
Okay, deal. Lastly, speaking of things that I didn't finish, um, I started watching again Love, Death, and Robots, and I was like, oh, yeah, that's right. And put on, like each episode is different. Have you ever seen it?
Is this the cartoon?
No, well, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of like, it feels like anyone could put in a
It
submission
it
for
is. It's
this.
animated.
It's sometimes animated, sometimes not. It kind of is on the border of like Black Mirror. Like it's very similar to that in terms of kind of sci-fi. Every episode is different and unique, but it reminds me of like if they were like at an art school or like if like they put out a thing like submit your shorts to us and if you kind of reminds me of what's that? There's a New York Times, like Modern Love. Reminds me of that, but Love, Death, and
I
Robots. I don't actually know if they do that. Like, do they do submissions? What I'm gonna ask. Does Love, Death, and Robots have a submission? Yeah. Um, they
I
don't have a permanent ongoing open submission contest or pitching process for animators or writers.
Who's the
Episodes are
director or writer? You should just write them on Instagram.
Episodes are typically curated directly by series creator Tim Miller and executive producer. I don't know how they go about. They do studio submissions, promotional contests, and career showcases. Yeah, really interesting. So like everyone is different. It could be on love, death, or robots, or sometimes all three. But the episode that I restarted with, it's like I've seen all the seasons. I'm almost current on the last season, whatever it was. And I hit one that was so good. I was like, I remember why I like this show. It was about a cat and they like narrate the cat and the cat is like talking to the humans, but all they hear is meow. And he's like, like feed me now, you vile human. And then they get a robot to like clean and feed them, and they basically take over the world. It's just
You've been with
silly.
you've been with Charlie too long.
I really have. Honestly, like the sci-fi of it all. Yeah, because you know why? I actually had the same thought because after that, I was like watching that whole Dungeons whatever thing, dra whatever, not Dungeons and Dragons, but
No, I heard one of those
Delicious
movies is really good.
Dungeon.
Oh yeah,
Huh?
the Delicious Dungeon
Delicious
thing.
Dungeon.
Yeah.
I was like, I need a new anime for bedtime. And I was like looking for anime shows. I was like, who am I?
What is good
So
anime?
what is good anime? What do you
Yes.
mean?
First thing that pops up is One Piece. Then the next is Demon Slayer. Chainsaw Man.
One Note is kind of cool. You might like that.
One Note. Oh, is that the one with the white and the black? That
No.
makes sense.
That's no face.
Yeah, the white with the black dots and the lines.
Not Death Note. No. Death Note.
Oh, see, you said One Note, so I thought same thing.
Oh, did I say One Note? Sorry. Death Note is one that I've seen, and I think there's like a new series. It's a little bit darker, kind of like um Death. Actually, yeah, that's a character that they make into Death. Um, I also love Agretsuko. I know I'm saying that wrong, but I watched that like a couple years ago, and it's basically it's so good. Actually, I think you would think it's funny. Your kids might also think it's kind of funny too. Um, so it's like cutesy. I'm gonna send this to you so you can see what this
Wait,
character is.
ask Charlie because I remember the first time I visited, we went to Sandbox and he gave me a recommendation of one that's like more kid friendly. And he's like, "Oh yeah, it's not gruesome or violent or anything. You should probably watch that if you were to watch any of them." Ask him what it is because I
Watch
completely forgot.
Studio Ghibli stuff?
What?
Studio Ghibli stuff?
No, they don't watch any anime.
Oh, well, good one. He would say Studio Ghibli. So anything like
Oh,
My
I think
Neighbor
you're
Totoro.
right.
Yeah, Ponyo.
Oh
It's
yeah.
great.
Oh look, and it
Yeah.
has the guy with the white face and the black dots and the lines.
Yes, that's No Face. Sure. Yeah. Anyways, he's over there. Agretsuko, which I'm saying it wrong, but is okay. Uh, it's short for aggressive Retsuko. Is a popular Japanese anime series created by Sanrio.
Wait,
It
what the
follows
fuck?
Retsuko. What?
Why did I have that?
What?
I already had it pulled up. And it
Did
literally
you?
is
What? I
okay.
sent you the link.
Okay. No, at first I was like, wait a second, because I was closing tabs and I was like, wait a second, why did I already pull this up? I'm so confused. I was like, it's the
Okay,
fucking bathroom
It
dream, dude.
follows it follows the Retsuko, a stressed out 25-year-old red panda working an unfulfilling accounting job in Tokyo. She copes with her overbearing boss and annoying coworkers by retreating to a karaoke bar to belt out death metal. I love this show. I watched this
Oh wait, that sounds
yeah,
right up my alley. What is it called? Agrazzo? Agrazzico?
Agretsuko.
Agrazzico.
hmm
Sure. Okay.
It's hilarious. It really is. Anyways, that would be my like entry level outside of Studio Ghibli to anime. And I actually think that Delicious Dungeon is even better than that because it's just adorable. Give it a try.
Yeah, I'll add it to the list. I'll let you know when
Yeah.
I finally dive into that. But if you guys have any
Good.
recommendations for good anime that you think is one, something I'd like, two, something potentially kid friendly, drop it in the comments. I want to know. One day,
Mhm.
one day I'll pop that anime cherry and start watching anime.
I would say Ponyo and Spirited Away are like the best ones. And and what's it, Totoro.
Isn't Spirited Away about the horse?
No, ma'am. No.
Or is that Spirit? Oh.
And on that note,
Sayonara.
see you
Are-
next
Is that the same kind of genre of place anime? And anyway, I'm not going to get offensive here. Okay, bye.